everyone. We're continuing our walkthrough now of SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version. This is part 58 of our SpongeBob Squarepants Battle for Bikini Bottom 15-minute version walkthrough. In the last part, we finished up the kelp forest, in the last part we finished up the kelp forest and we started doing the Flying Dutchman's graveyard, and we're right now at the checkpoint before the thing we need to close in order for us to do a challenge in just a little bit. But I'll tell you this, challenge-wise, we're going to do it in this video. So we'll continue now. As you can tell, we're right on the point where the 50 is for this, where the 50 was for this place. So now, do you see this window that's open? This is where the goo is coming from. So we have to use our cruise bubble to touch the window to A, make it close, and B, make the goo lower down to show a path. Now see? Now do you see a path beneath it instead of goo? That's the objective when closing this window. And then, in just a little bit, you'll find out also why this is active down here. But I'll tell you this, it won't be really soon.
I feel like a new sponge.
It depends on A, what robots are gonna give, what robots they are gonna give us, and B, the amount of shiny objects. Because remember, like I said in the last video, every clam here every clam we need to feed is 2,700 shiny objects. So and also proving wise to you, that's not that far away from here. So now also down here, there's a spatula. So we'll get it now. See? If you come down here when you see the goo is raised up, you won't be able to reach it. So now you have to do that window first in order to get it. So now I'll see if I can cruise bubble that and then get the spatula while shiny objects calculate. And the spatula we got is just the spatula we just got is named Goo Tanker Ahoy. Now here's a challenge for you guys when you do the Flying Dutchman's graveyard. See if you can make the character you're playing as move to the beat of the music for the entire time that you're here. See, because that's what I'm trying to do. Now see, just for a second, you'll be able to tell we were at the 5 2s. Did you realize that? See, I released the bubble ball at the end of the beat too. Now see, we're just about to face another slip. And see, because the black bubbles that he does on you to make you slip, you'll sometimes die from them too. So now from here, shiny object-wise, it's not really far. Dang, did you see the Duplicatron right there? We were trying to cruise bubble that. Oh, I get it. I think I'm a little too high. So wait, I've got an idea perfectly. So now we'll do that. Oh, I'm surprised I could still stay alive. So we'll die. And this is for a good reason. We'll die. And we'll defeat these chucks when we get the chance. because we only have to defeat 4 checks in order to make this thing be active. And here, there are always 2. So after we defeat the 2, we'll die to make them come. We'll make them come active again. So see, after we defeat this chuck, we'll have enough to feed the clam in order to stay in the 1,000 range that we are. Because see, the clam right in front of me is 2,700 shiny objects, and according to the thousands and the hundreds and the ones in the tens, that's exactly how much we have. So we'll pay for this clam, or feed this clam. So see, it's saying, do you want to feed the clam 2,700 shiny objects to open the treasure chest? So I'll say yes. And watch this cool experience. Besides opening the chest, when we feed this clam, you can tell we're at exactly half of the cost we have that we need to do for the theater. So proving wise to you, now we need to now we have to get 2,700 more, because in the next part of the place, there's something that we have to pay, that we have to feed a clam that same amount of shiny objects for that we did to open this chest. So when you open this chest, well, when you pay for this clam, you get a spatula named A Path Through the Goo. And when you touch this button, you'll notice that the box for the spatula opens, and you'll notice for the you'll notice the spatula opens for the you'll notice the box with the spatula opens, and you have 30 seconds to get to it. But see, because our time is running low, we have to try again. See, I'm going on the paths where they're not robots. Because since we're in the sponge ball, we need to be on the paths to do it without robots. So now watch this. I get the spatula, but they trap me in. But because I'm getting a spatula, they don't realize that I'm trapped in, so they actually leave it open for us. Isn't that pretty funny and cool how they do that? So now you can tell, because we got the spatula named A Path Through the Goo, we're now 31/50ths done with the game spatula-wise. And now because we finished that, we'll bowl the duplicatron and go on the paths with shiny objects and robots, because we're not in the sponge ball anymore. And now see, when you get the spatula, now you realize the chest closes again. But the good thing is, you'll be able to know that the only reason is because we did the challenge already. And we got the spatula from it. See, I got him just in time before he released his fire. So now between here and the next part where the clam is, we have to get a total of the 27 again, because the next part of the place requirement-wise, for feeding-wise for the shiny object clam is the same thing, 2,700. So we have to work our way up to that number again. A 27 in the thousands and hundreds. Because remember, like I said, shiny object-wise for these clams here. And remember, like I said, since this is a more newer place, it's more expensive clam-wise too. So because you realize when we did the kelp forest, it was only 2,600, right? So now you can tell for here it's 2,700. So, and we already paid 1/2 of the clams for this place. So, see, we're getting a lot of robots.
Feel like a new sponge.
And now we'll try the exploding again. Ah, dang it. Huh, at least we didn't die. That's a good thing. And at least, because the robots are gone, now we have the advantage to get back up to there just easily. And we don't have to face all the robots again. But if we die, we need to. Because remember, like I said, when you do the, when you die, the robots will always come back at the places they are. So there's no rule, there's no way of changing that. So now because they have the right platforms, we could just do that and go on this, in this. So see, now we'll come right here just to be safe. Because if we go where the slick is to bowl him, we'll die. So now, you could tell we could hit the duplicatron right there. And now, we'll get these robots. And it looks like from those we got ultra combos, which is what I wanted. So now you can tell we have to make the course of this to get up to that button we need to push. So now you could tell when we push this button like so, the next part of the place comes down. And this is just a small slide. So we're trying to get this yellow, and then when we get to the when we open the teleport box, which is just right nearby here, we'll stop the video there. See? And see, there's a checkpoint here, which is a good thing. So we'll stop here. So yeah, most likely in this video, there's not really much to say, except we got a couple spatulas, and we continued on with the Flying Dutchman's Graveyard. So yeah, that'll end part 58, I believe, and I'll see you guys in part 59.